needing to inject some life in their fading postseason chances. The Astros, after heading on the road last week on a 4-game losing streak, did just that with a 5-2 trip. They needed that momentum to carry into a homestand against two teams out of the playoff race. That started with the Rays, who entered Friday last in the American League East and 18 games under .500. It was nearly such out of Minute Maid Park when Emilio Mata homered off Ken Files in the ninth. But Carlos Correa and Evan Gattis brought it back with the swings. Correa tied it with a solo homer before Gattis walked it off with his own solo shot for the 5-4 win. The homer continues a hot stretch for Gattis, who hit .421 on the road trip with a pair of home runs. The Astros 67-61 have won 6 of their last 7. The stretch is important for the Astros, who are now 3.0 games out of the second wild card. After 5 more games against the Rays and Athletics, the Astros face 3 first-place teams for 13 straight. That includes 6 against division-leading Texas, who have an 11-2 edge over the Astros in 2016, and 3 at home against the Cubs, the first team to 80 wins. The Astros wasted no time getting after Rays left-hander Drew Emilio, who put the first 5 batters on and only registered 1 out when Jose Altuve beat out a would-be double play. It got the 27-year-old an out, but also plated the game's first run. Emilio walked Carlos Correa, his second free pass issued in the inning, before Evan Gattis' RBI single scored Altuve. Jake Morrison, who had 6 extra base hits in the season's first 3 months, made it 3-0, sitting back on a 1-1 slider and pulling it into the Crawford boxes for a solo homer in the second. It was his 4th home run, but also his 11th extra base hit since July 1. The Rays got 1 back in the third, though it came after Mata was gunned down trying to stretch a double to right center into a triple. Morrison bobbled the ball in front of the Astros bullpen and Correa's late throw bounced 4 or 5 times, but it went right to Alex Bregman, who put the tag on Mata for the Astros Major League leading 40th outfield assist. Corey Dickerson followed with a double and scored on wild pitches to consecutive batters. Then in near similar fashion, the Rays left fielder did it again 2 innings later to cut the lead to 1 run. He doubled to start the 5th, went to third on a Bobby Wilson sacrifice and scored on a wild pitch. The Astros entered Friday tied for the most wild pitches with Atlanta, which has the worst record in the big leagues. Those 3 put their total to 72. This comes despite a staff that collectively is 3rd in the American League in ERA. The next closest AL team in wild pitches are the Twins, who have 8 fewer and are 29 games under .500. Sears, who had 3 1-2-3 innings and worked around to singles in the 4th, was done to batters into the 7th. Logan Morrison singled to right and moved into scoring position on a sacrifice, sending Astros manager A.J. Hinch to the mound to get the right-hander. Hinch went with Michael Felix, who gave up the lead on the first pitch he threw. Dickerson sent the fastball to right center for his 3rd double of the game, scoring Morrison to make the score 3-3. That closed the book on Sears, who struck out 5, but allowed the 3 runs on 6 hits, a walk and 3 wild pitches. In his last 4 starts, Sears has allowed fewer than 3 runs only once. Emilio only went 6 innings, but didn't allow a base runner after Morrison's homer and struck out 8. He retired 14 straight, with Yulioski Gurriel snapping the streak with a leadoff single off reliever Kevin Jepsen in the 7th inning. Tony Kemp ran for Gurriel, but Jepsen quickly erased the rookie with a double play ball. Will Harris pitched the scoreless 8th inning for the Astros, his 4th consecutive outing without allowing a run. Since coming out of the closer's role, the All-Star has struck out 6 in 5 innings, allowing just 1 run. Giles struck out Matt Duffy and got Morrison to ground out to first. He then missed twice to Mata before the right fielder hit the 2-0 fastball out over the plate over the left field wall for his first home run this season. Correa answered with his 19th homer before Gattis took care of the rest.